Christopher Nolan. Now, let's imagine being lost at sea. It's become a familiar grumble in recent years that in the age of sat-nav, people no longer know how to read a map. Well, something equivalent has become a concern of the US Navy. Its ships navigate by GPS, as you would expect, but the Navy's asked itself what would happen if a cyber strike took the GPS technology down. So this year, it's reintroduced basic training in the lost craft of celestial navigation. Shall we find out what that entails? Sailor, author and fellow of the Royal Institute of Navigation, Tom Cunliffe, is here to give us a lesson in the unhackable technology of, well, it's the sextant, isn't it?
There it is.
How hard is it to use a sextant?
Using the thing is not difficult at all. Actually, it's a very old instrument. That's from 1942.
This looks pretty old. Yeah,
it is.
Weighty old thing.
Yeah, it is. That went round the North Cape in World War II, that one did.
Right. OK, well, look, we've provided you with stars at great expense. We've highlighted Orion. How do you use this to take a position then?
The purpose of the instrument is to measure angles with extreme accuracy. This sextant, this ancient sextant, will measure the angle between one of those stars and the horizon. Let's call that silver line there the horizon.
Right, okay.
It will measure it.
Show us how you do it then. What do you do?
Yeah, OK. You grab hold of the sextant. We'll forget about the lanyard.
You won't put that on so you don't drop it in the sea?
That would go on, yes, but we'll not bother with it now.
Right.
We sight looking at the star. The light comes from the star. It hits this mirror.
OK.
Bounces onto that mirror.
Right.
Comes through the telescope and into my eye.
OK.
Meanwhile, there's a plain glass half to that mirror. That looks straight at the horizon. And the difference between this angle and that one is what I'm seeing, the star and the horizon.
And every time, at every position on Earth, there's a kind of a unique angle for that star and the horizon. So
there is. It's not a position, actually, Evan.
It's not a position?
No, it's not a position. It's a position line. If I get that angle, which I can measure to 1/10 of a minute of arc, which is 200 yards at the equator, if I measure that accurately and get the time, it will give me a line on a chart.
Wait, it gives you a line?
A line. And I know I'm on that line, but I don't know where I am on the line.
That's completely useless.
No, because if I get another line...
OK, sorry. Right, that's triangulation. OK, you're going to do it. Right.
The two cross. And if I get 5 lines, look at this. This was coming up to the Azores from the West Indies a number of years ago. Well, actually, about 25 years ago.
Right, so you draw all the lines from these different ones, and then you look at where they cross.
You get
Hopefully they cross in the same place, almost.
Yeah, that's pretty good. This is a chart which I've made up. It gives me a latitude and a longitude.
And then you can put it on the map.
I lift it off, put it on the map, and that's where I am.
How... The ship is bobbing up and down, isn't it? How do you get that thing to hold a consistent...
Oddly enough, it's the magic of the machine. It actually isn't a problem. If you're behind a 20-foot wave, you can't see the horizon. That is an issue. But you wait and you come up to the top, and there it is. There's the horizon.
What about clouds? There must be clouds.
There are.
You're stuffed. You can't do anything.
What a nuisance they are. And do you know, if the sky is completely covered in clouds and remains covered in clouds for 3 or 4 days, you are scuppered. You actually have not had a fix.
Now, look, tell me, in all honesty,
you
use GPS when you're out sailing.
I do now, yes. I'm proud to do it. I enjoy it.
Did you ever use this thing then? Is it?
My word, yes. That was my sole guide across the oceans for 15 years. I had no other guide.
Now you've got GPS, do you ever use this?
Occasionally. I just use it now to keep my hand in, Evan, and also because one day it might all go belly up and I'll need a backup.
Well, you'll get this.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is, the job satisfaction's all gone. I just press a button now. Imagine crossing the ocean in a sailing boat with just that and the stars of heaven. 4 weeks you're at sea.
It's a connection to nature.
You connect to the heavens.
Brilliant.
You can't buy that.
Tom, we can buy your book. Thank you very much indeed.
Thanks. Evan.